Why and how to learn French with Telegram. I am recording this vertically so you can watch it on your phone and easily follow the advice as you go, because I will also record a part of this on my phone directly as a tutorial so you can see exactly the features and how you can use them. But first, let's start with why on earth would you want another app to learn French? Why on earth should you use Telegram? You already have so many social media platforms and they all drive you nuts, right? Well, first, Telegram is not a social media platform. It's actually an instant messaging application. It's very similar to WhatsApp, except that it's not owned by Facebook. And also there are some of the limitations of WhatsApp which you don't have on Telegram. When I discovered Telegram, I found that this is incredibly conducive to learning in comparison to social media. Social media is super crowded. You're always getting notifications about things that you don't really care about, or maybe you do care about that, but not right now. And it's just an environment where you are constantly bombarded with things that are not relevant to what you are doing right now. And this is the worst place ever to learn any topic and a language in particular. If you are constantly bombarded with notification in English, this is not conducive to learning French. But you don't have any of that with Telegram because it's not a social media platform, it doesn't have an algorithm, and it will only send you the notification that you ask for, and you can actually mute it altogether and not have any notification ever, which I love. I'm notification free, I'm not getting any notification from any application because I hate that. I don't like being distracted. With Telegram, you don't have this problem. You can be on the channel that you are looking at right now and you won't be bombarded with any notification. You won't be informed with anything. You are just on this channel listening or watching to what is in there. I love it. It's so quiet. I just love the environment of Telegram. So on this tutorial, I will speak specifically about channels, Telegram channels. You can also make groups. So Telegram channels are one-way channels, which means that the creator of the channel, for example, I will take my own channel as an example, so that will be me as the creator. The creator is the only one that can post there, and as the viewer, you can only give feedback on polls, but that also makes it for a very quiet environment where you have this really contained thing where you have no distractions. So like I said, it doesn't have an algorithm. It's also easy to consume things in order. And another thing which is great about Telegram is that it's very easily searchable. So I will show you how you can easily search for any kind of material that you want to find. Another reason why learning French with Telegram is great, and this is specific to learning French, is that Telegram is becoming more and more popular in France. I know that the app is not very popular in the US or in other English-speaking countries. This is why I'm recording this tutorial, because you might never have heard of Telegram before. But in Asia, in the Middle East, and more in Europe, Telegram is becoming more and more popular. When I first opened Telegram, I was amazed by the amount of by the amount of my phone contacts which were already listed on Telegram, which were already having the app. So you have a lot of people in France who already have the app. It is great to communicate with your French-speaking friends just because of how many people actually use it. And of course, it follows that many French people have been creating Telegram channels, so you can follow French Telegram channels there and have your daily French bath, your French immersion from Telegram as well. So it's not just me that you can follow for learning French, you can follow French creators as well. And that will give you some real life French at any moment at your fingertips, without the problems that are typical of social media. The downside of that, because there are no algorithms, Telegram is not going to suggest you anything, so you need to follow the people that you already know. So you will actually need to have the link to be able to find the channel or know what you're looking for. These are all the things that we will see in this tutorial. I will now take my phone and record my screen so you can see all the amazing features that you can use on Telegram. First, if you are brand new to Telegram, you will want to download it from the App Store or Play Store, whichever you have. This is an iPhone, so this is the App Store. You just want to type in Telegram or Telegram Messenger and wait until it loads. And first it suggests TikTok for some reason, but this is the app that you want to use, so the one with the little message. For me, I already have it, but if you don't have it, you want to download it and you want to set it up with your phone number. That is the reason why you have to do it on your phone first, because it won't work if you don't give it your phone number. But after you've done it, you can actually get an app on your desktop and you don't have to keep using it on your phone. You can use it on desktop if you prefer. So then once you have it, you want to click open it. Like I said, you have to set it up with your phone, but in my case, it's already set up. And this is one of the pages where you arrive. You also have a contact list, which I'm not going to click on, otherwise you will see all of my contacts, but these are the chat and the channels that I follow. Then you can search for my channel by, for example, typing in French. You see that I'm Angèle Préto. The name of the channel is French Fluency. But you can see that if you're looking for French stuff, you also have other stuff under global search in case you want to look through that kind of thing. So you can actually type random words and see what pops up. It can be quite interesting for a search, but now we are going to look at my channel specifically so I can show you the features. When you arrive on my channel for the first time, you will see what is pinned at the top. So there's a picture of me, then it says welcome to my Telegram channel. And then here you can see an overview of what you will have on this channel. You will have a join button. You can actually scroll through and see the content before you choose to join. So you can see that there are links, there are voice messages, there are files, etc. And when you click join, you will be added to the subscribers of this channel. And whenever there is something new, you will get a notification unless you ask not to get them, which I will show you how to do in a second. So in order to see all the features that are really cool, you can click my profile picture on the top, and then you will see the link, some information about it. And here you can decide to mute me. You can just click and you can choose to mute me for 1 hour, 1 day, 2 days, or forever. Seriously, go ahead and do it unless you really want to be notified every time I say something or post something. It's perfectly fine to have it muted. Let me show you what it looks like when a channel is muted. So here you can see Antoine BM at the top. This is one of the Frenchmen that I follow. And then you have this little number 14 in the right hand side. This man has sent 14 messages since I last checked his channel. I will check him when I have time. He sends an inordinate amount of messages. That's fine. I love to look at what he's sharing. It's always great value. But right now I'm busy. And if you're also a busy person, you don't want to have notifications. So please go ahead and mute me. I won't hold it against you as long as from time to time you check in there to see if there's anything interesting for you. And to see if there's anything interesting, there are lots of ways that you can do that. First, right next to the mute button, you have the little search function with this little hourglass. And when you click on it, it opens this little box and you can look for things that I have shared. So if you want to know if I have spoken about a topic, you can type a word and it will look for it. So for example, a thing I spoke about recently is French genders. And when you type in gender, you can see that I have shared a card deck to learn French genders. So then you get to click on that and work with it. It's very convenient if you want to look for something you have seen before, or you just want to search through all sorts of media about any particular topic. Then you can click cancel and go back. Other ways that you can look through is by scrolling down. You will see the messages that I have shared organized by type. So the first type is the media. These basically are pictures. You can see that, for example, I have shared a book recently. I also have shared this interesting pictures with, like, you can see the caption that this is the French Fluency Advent Calendar, which will be shared from the 1st to the 24th of December. A very interesting feature. In all of these sections, you can long press on any element. For example, you can long press on this picture and then you can click view in chat. And then the app will retrieve this particular element in the chat so you can see the context. For example, here you can see that I have posted this picture and then right below there is a voice message where I share more about this topic. So it is very useful to retrieve the context of anything, because whenever I share something, I always will tell you something about it, but then it will, because it's a different kind of file, it will be distributed differently in there. So the view in chat function is very, very useful. The next tab here is the Files tab. You can see here all the worksheets and all the PDF documents that I have shared. This is a great way to have an overview of the more practical tool that we have on this channel. So right now there is not a lot because I have started this channel 2 weeks ago, but if you're watching this far into the future, there will be a lot more here. Then same thing again. Same thing again. You can long press, click view in chat, and then you will see where it is and have some sort of context around it from the written messages, sometimes from the voice messages. While I'm here, there is also almost always a little poll with everything that I share because I want to know your feedback. So you can always answer. They're anonymous. It's just one tap. If you don't know, there's always a possible answer for I don't know. So please participate in the polls. And once you have participated, you'll be able to see the answers. So here you can already see the answers because I've already clicked on them. But whenever there's a new poll, you won't see the answers right away. You will only see them after you've answered yourself. The next thing is called music. It's a bit misleading that it is called music. It's actually the MP3 files. So in this case, these will be podcast, or as you can see, there is a meditation. There will be more than one eventually, but mostly in this tab, you will have podcasts. And then again, you can long press, click view in chat, and you can see all the elements that go with it. So for example, as you can see, this podcast also comes with a worksheet, which is right below, and it also has a poll to collect your feedback. The next element is voice. These are all the voice messages that I have sent over the days. Whenever I share a link, I always send at least one voice message around it to give you context. It might not be very interesting to listen to them all at a time, but you can also do that. The very important thing to know is that the newest one will be on the top. But if you start by listening at the bottom, you will actually listen them all in order, and it will play automatically, so you won't have to tap onto the next one. This is true for the podcasts as well. So if you want to listen to all of the podcasts at once, you can either start at the bottom, in which case it will play them in the reverse order, right? The newest first, then the second newest, and so on. Or you can start at the bottom, in which case it will play the podcast from the first one to the last one, so in the actual order that they were posted. This is convenient if you're, for example, driving. Be careful that there are also meditation files in this same section. Unfortunately, Telegram doesn't sort them out. So if you're driving, please do not listen to meditation files. This is not good for you. Like I said, voice. And then finally, perhaps the most interesting part. The last tab is the links. So this is all the external content that I have linked here. There are a number of videos. Like I said, you can always long tap and view in chat so you can have some context. This video is, for example, after the politeness around cutting French cheese. And you can see there is also context here, which you can play. And a thing I really love about Telegram is that you can play videos directly on the app like this. And playing videos on the app directly is very convenient, because then you don't have to go to YouTube and you won't get all of the notifications of YouTube, who is trying to distract you from what you're trying to do. So this is really convenient. Some links are not video links. For example, here is a Telegram channel that I have shared. That again, you probably want to have a bit of context because it's a channel all in French. So I have put the context below. I have also shared a book, which is from the same person. And again, a little poll. So you can listen to the context, then watch through the channel or watch the video that I shared, and then give me feedback on the poll. So that's it for the overview. Of course, you can also just look through the channel and enjoy the media in the actual order in which I send them. I always do my best to send them in an order which is easy for you to digest. I add content to this channel almost every day, so by the time you watch this, there will be a lot more in all of these categories. But everything I said still applies. So now you know all the secrets to browse all of this efficiently, even if it's far in the future and there is a lot. I wish you a lot of fun and a lot of learning on this app. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you join my Telegram channel via the link in the description or by looking up French Fluency in the Telegram search function. And I will see you again on YouTube next Monday.